Ladies and gentlemen, dear Handball friends, we're going live in 2 minutes. We're going live in 2 minutes. Thank you very much. A very warm welcome to the season 23-24 draw event for the EHF Champions League Women's Competition. Great pleasure to welcome you all here in Vienna, especially everybody who joined us live here at the Marriott, and of course everybody back home watching us on television and the live stream. And now for the official opening words, please welcome the President of the European Handball Federation, Michael Widerer.
Dear club representatives, dear media representatives here in the room, and especially fans at home watching today's draw. Obviously, after the season is before the season. Finishing yesterday evening with our EHF awards and a gala. Today morning, the new season will start, not on 1st of July, but today. It's the first step to the upcoming Champions League seasons for both men and women. And I think that we are ready for this, so let's start.
Absolutely, thank you so much for the kind words. The last season was historic, the last season was dramatic, and we've put together the best and beautiful pictures just as a short reminder for your entertainment. Enjoy.
history. It's the tagline for this weekend, and it could be truly historical in so many different ways, not least with the incredible crowd. And you've joined us nice and early for the build up to this first semi-final. Oh, that's a great finish. They give Vipers Kristiansand their golden goal. Welcome back to the MVM Dome. We're on to the second semi-final. The rebound picked up by Handball and nobody's home. Bounces it past the keeper! And Emily Bolt wins it at the death! The bronze medal match between Jyri Audieto KC and Team Esbjerg. Rose, finish! It's the gold medal match of the EHF Final Four Women 2023. FTC at this stage for the very first time in the EHF Final Four era. And lobbed over the keeper for the third time in a row. Vipers Kristiansand are the champions of Europe 2023.
Historic and record-breaking. More than 20,000 people in Budapest. I think that's a perfect transition to start our draw event. So please welcome our Chief Sports Officer, Markus Glaser, Secretary General of the EHF, Martin Hausleitner, and the Chairman of Competition Commission, Bozida Jurkovic. Welcome.
Well, a very good morning to everybody here for the draw event of the new season. I guess we had a lot of highlights in the last few weeks in the arenas, fantastic events in Budapest and in Cologne, fantastic gala last night, but today, somehow, back to normal business. We need to start the season with a draw, so that everybody knows where the teams are, how the schedule looks like, etc. So this is what we are going to do now. We will start with the women, so it's the Women's EHF Champions League first. We have 16 teams. The 16 teams will be divided in two groups of 8. You have the teams and the pots on the screen. We communicated the details of the draw beforehand via our media channels, so I think most everybody is basically aware of the teams, a little bit about the pots, and I will give one or the other explanation throughout the procedure of the draw once we get to the respective pot. Pot number 1 has 5 teams. It's the teams of Esbjerg from Denmark, Metz Handball from France, Jyri Audieto KC from Hungary, Vipers Kristiansand from Norway, and CSB Bucuresti from Romania. In pot 1, we will have 4 teams only, because Vipers are the only team in pot 1 which does not have a second team from Norway later on. So Vipers, the defending champion as well, of course, will go to row 3. We will do that in a second step later on. We start with 4 teams in pot number 1, Esbjerg, Metz, Gör, and CSB, and we will draw them to the positions A1, A2, B1, and B2. On the draw podium, you can see white balls. The white balls are always the teams throughout the complete day. The white balls are the teams, and the blue balls are the positions. So we always draw first a white team, and then we draw a blue ball and see where the team goes. I think this is enough for the first part, and I kindly ask Martin and Bozidar to start with the first balls.
First club is Metz Handball. Metz goes to group B2. Team Eisberg. Goes to B1. We have GSM Bucharesti. And Bucharest goes to A1. Győri Audi Etokasi. Goes to A2.
So this already concludes the first part of the draw, and we know that CSM from Bucharest, together with Győri, Audi Eto is in Group A, and we know that Team Esbjerg and Metz Handball are in Group B. We are now going to decide in which groups Vipers Kristiansand will go. Consequently, we have only one ball in the pot with the white teams, which hopefully is Kristiansand, and the two blue balls contain the positions A3 and B3, and the draw will decide in which group Vipers will go.
Vipers Kristiansand. Goes to B3.
So Vipers joins Team Esbjerg and Metz Handball in Group B, and we have secured that Vipers has two teams in pot one, in any case, no matter if they were in Group A or in Group B. We will now continue to fill up the positions number 4 and 5 in the group of Vipers, which are the two teams which fit to the teams which are in Group A. We have CSM and Győr in Group A. We will therefore now draw the teams of FTC, Ferencváros Rail Cargo Hungary, and the team of Rapid Bucharest to the positions 4 and 5 in Group B. So we are ready for that.
CS Rapid Bucharesti. Goes to B4. FTC Rail Cargo Hungary. Goes to B5.
So that concludes the first step of pot number 2. We have drawn the teams of Rapid Bucuresti and Ferencváros, Rail Cargo Hungaria. They are both in Group B, and therefore we have now 5 teams in Group B. We will now switch again to Group A and draw the 2 teams corresponding to Esbjerg and Metz in pot number 1, which is the teams of Odense from Denmark and Brest from France. They will now be drawn to the positions either 3, 4, or 5 in Group A. That means after this step, we will have 1 open position in Group A, which we will fill up in a later step.
Odense Handball. Goes to Group A5. Brest-Bretagne Handball. Takes position A4.
So that concludes this part. We now drew all those teams which are the so-called second group of a country. We have 1 position open, which now decided by the draw is A3. This team we will fill up now together with 4 other national champions, which are in pot number 3. This is Bietigheim from Germany, Budućnost from Podgorica in Montenegro, Zagłębie Lubin from Poland, Krim from Ljubljana in Slovenia, and Sävehof from Sweden. They are now together with the open position in A3, plus the positions in row 6 and 7, and we can now freely draw all the 5 teams to these 5 positions. SG Bietigheim. Takes position A7. Budućnost B-Max. Goes to Group A, position 6. IK Sävehof. Group A, position 3. MKS Zagłębie Lubin. Takes position B6.
Last but not least, Krim Mercato Ljubljana. Goes to Group B, position 7.
Well, so far so good. We filled up the first 7 positions in Group A and in Group B. We have left row number 8, which has the teams of EHF Handball from Denmark and the team of Scheffler Debrecen from Hungary. They are the 3rd team from Denmark, respectively Hungary. Therefore, they needed to be kept apart because it was not the idea that we would have 2 teams from Hungary and 2 teams from Denmark on the same side. Therefore, the 2 teams will be divided to row number 8. One will go to Group A, one will go to Group B. Necessarily, we will have 2 teams from Denmark and Hungary which are together, but this was not to be avoided based on the fact that we have 3 teams and 2 groups only. So the 2 white teams and the 2 blue positions are A8 and B8, and we will do now the last step.
Debrecen Scheffler. Goes to A8. EHF Handball. Takes the position B8.
Very well. I would say mission completed regarding the Women's Champions League. Just a quick summary with the teams. We have in Group A, Cesame from Bucharest, Győr from Hungary, Sävehof from Sweden, Brest Handball from France, Odense from Denmark, Budućnost from Montenegro, Bietigheim from Germany, and Scheffler Debrecen from Hungary. And on Group B, you can follow on the screen Team Esbjerg from Denmark, Metz Handball from France, Vipers Kristiansand, defending champion, of course, from Norway, Rapid Bucuresti from Romania, Ferencváros FTC Rail Cargo Hungary from Hungary, Zagreb Lubin, a newcomer from Poland, Krim Mercato Ljubljana from Slovenia, and EHF Handball from Denmark. And with this summary, we can conclude the draw for the EHF Women's Champions League. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. There's a lot to look forward to. And like we just heard, that concludes the EHF Champions League draw for the women's competition. We will be back shortly with the men's competition draw, so please stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. Dear guests, will be online shortly for the men's draw. Please do not be surprised if things Very warm welcome to the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League draw for the season 23-24. We're coming to you live from Vienna. Welcome to everyone who's joined us here at the Courtyard Hotel, and of course everybody back home watching us from the TV sets or also on the live stream. Of course, we're going to have some official opening words, ladies and gentlemen, so please welcome the President of the European Handball Federation, Michael Widerer.
Dear handball fans watching us today, dear media, dear club representatives, like always, we are directly on the edge of the season. Yesterday we celebrated, today we will start with the new season. Yesterday's gala honoring the players, both the legends and the actual players, was the end of the season, and we really enjoyed a perfect gala evening. Today we will hopefully enjoy a perfect draw for the upcoming season, and I think the stage is ready for you.
Thank you very much indeed. The last season, and you've all witnessed it, have been historic. It has been record-breaking, and we've put together some of the best pictures of the last season just to get everyone here into the right mood for the season 23-24. So take a look at the big screen and enjoy the pictures.
Oh my goodness me, what a goal! That's a good finish. Oh, nicely done. Welcome to the playoffs in the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League. Oh, that's beautifully done. Yes, nicely done.
It's Bislett Box night.
It is the quarter-final stage. Rasmus now with the last shot of the game on the buzzer. Now in the second leg, every single goal matters. Kai Smith again. Welcome to the Trick Scout 24 EHF Final for 2023. And nothing is certain this weekend when it comes to the odds, but absolutely nothing is guaranteed when it comes to these four matches and the semi-finals in particular. And we get the party started here at the Lanxess Arena in Cologne with SC Magdeburg against Barca in our opening semi-final. Where is this coming from? It's another one, and we're going into penalties. And a save! Mike Jensen makes the stop, and Magdeburg are going through to the final. Andreas Bohm and Barlinek, Industria Kielce have booked a spot in the final for a second year in a row. Welcome to coverage of the bronze medal match between Barca and Paris Saint-Germain. Barca take bronze here in Cologne. Positive note for them to finish this season on. It's the final with SC Magdeburg facing Barlinek Industria Kielce.
goosebump feelings if you take a look at these pictures. The Machine Seek EHF Champions League is ready for the new season. Now it's time to find out what the groups are going to look like, and I would like to introduce you to three gentlemen who will take care of the draw. Please welcome the EHF Sports Chief Officer Markus Glaser, the Secretary General of the European Handball Federation Martin Hausleitner, and the Chairman of Chairman of Competition Commissions, because I always say it wrong, Božidar Djurković. Welcome.
Well, dear handball friends here in the room, dear handball friends at home watching us live, a very warm welcome to the draw of the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League season 23-24. As we already heard in the introductory words, the past season had fantastic last weeks, somehow came to an end, if you want to say so, last night with a celebration of the legends as well as of all the top players of the past season, as we have to say, as of today. Because now we are starting the procedure for the new season, not in an arena, not on the court, but here on the draw stage to find out where are the 16 teams going into two groups. Group A and Group B will both have 8 teams. You can see the pots on the screen. They were communicated beforehand via our media channels, and I think media representatives as well as all interested fans followed already. Where is my team? Where could my team go? In which pot is my team? Now is the moment where we are going to find out where the teams are going. The draw, I would say, is relatively simple. We have 3 pots. The first pot has 6 national champions from 6 different countries. In the second pot, we have to take care that those teams which are the second team from a country are drawn to the other side of the group. And then in pot number 3, once again, we have 5 national champions, which we can freely draw to the 2 A or B sides. The lineup, if you go through the teams, I think leaves nothing open. We have GOG from Gulme from Denmark in pot 1, together with Barça from Spain, Paris Saint-Germain Handball from France. We have THW Kiel from Germany. We have Telekom Veszprém from Hungary, and we have Barlinek Industria Kielce, runner-up of just 2 weeks ago, of course, in the Final Four. They all form pot number 1, and we have the teams in the white balls on the draw podium, and the positions are in the blue balls. We therefore will always take a white ball first and then see where the team is going. In this case, 6 teams will be divided to the positions A1, A2, A3, B1, B2 and B3. And I think with this, we all understand what we are going to do. And I kindly ask Martin and Božidar to start with the draw.
We start with THW Kiel. Kiel goes to Group A, position 3. Barlinek Industria Kielce. Takes position 1 in Group A. Telekom Veszprém. goes to Group B, position 2. Barça. Goes to Group B, position 3. Paris Saint-Germain Handball. Goes to Group A, position 2. GOG. Goes to Group B, position 1.
That concludes the draw of pot number 1. The draw decided on the 6 national champions. We have Barlinek Industria Kielce, Paris Saint-Germain, and THW Kiel in Group A. And we have GOG from Gulme, Telekom Veszprém, and Barça in Group B. We now have to make sure that in pot number 2, the teams from the same country are not going in the same group. We will do so by starting with the teams from the counterpart of the teams from Group A, and we will fill up Group number B with the positions 4, 5, and 6. You therefore have on the draw podium the 3 teams in the white balls, which is Magdeburg, counter to THW Kiel, Wisła Płock, counter to Kielce, and Montpellier, counter to PSG. They will all go to Group B on the positions 4, 5, and 6, and the draw will now decide which team is going to which position. So please, you can continue.
Orlen Wisła Płock. Goes to B5. SC Magdeburg. Goes to Group B, position 4. Montpellier Handball. Goes to Group B6.
Thank you very much. That was part 1 of pot number 2. We allocated the teams of Magdeburg, Płock, and Montpellier to the positions 4, 5, and 6. SC Magdeburg from Germany, of course, defending champion. We will now do basically switch the groups and do the other side, and this concerns two teams, which is the second team from Hungary, which is OTP Bank Szeged, and the team from Aalborg Handball from Denmark. They need to go to Group A because we already have a Hungarian and a Danish team in Group B. On the other hand, we do not have a second Spanish team, so these two teams get the positions A4, A5, and A6 anyway, in order to have an equal situation with the other side. One of the positions will remain open, and we will fill it up afterwards with the 5 teams in pot number 3. So the white balls, Szeged and Aalborg.
OTP Bank picks Szeged. Goes to Group A, position 6. Aalborg Handball. Goes to Group A, position 5.
So we have concluded this part of the draw, have the positions 5 and 6, I'm sorry. The position 4 remains open. We have pot number 3 left, which has 5 national champions, which is FC Porto from Portugal, Kolstad Handball, a new team in the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League from Norway, Celje Pivovarna Laško from Slovenia, Eurofarm Pelister from Bitola in North Macedonia, a new team as well, and Handball Club Zagreb from Croatia. They will now be drawn to the positions 7 and 8, and also the open positions A number 4, depending on what the draw decides. Therefore, 5 white balls with the 5 teams, and 5 open positions where the 5 teams can go. And I kindly ask to proceed with the draw.
HC Eurofarm Pelister. Goes to Group A, position 7. HC Zagreb. Goes to Group A, position 4. Kolstad Handball. Goes to Group A, position 8. FC Porto. goes to Group B, position 7. RK Celje, Pivovarno Laško. Goes to B8.
Very well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I think we have concluded this part. All the 16 teams have been drawn to the 2 groups. You can see the teams on the screen. We have, I think, fantastic matchups to be expected for the season. We have Barlinek Industria Kielce in Group A, together with Paris Saint-Germain Handball, THW Kiel, Handball Club Zagreb, Aalborg, OTP Bank Pik Szeged, Eurofarm, Bellister from Bitola, and Kolstad Handball. They all meet in Group A, and I think we can already see from the pairings there what kind of fantastic matches we are going to have. In Group B, we have GOG, we have Telekom Vesprem, we have Barca, we have the defending champion SC Magdeburg, we have the teams of Orlen, Wisla, Plock, Montpellier, Handball, FC Porto, and Celje Pivovarno Laško. I think not much more to say. I can only imagine how much everybody is already looking forward to these games now. Just a reminder regarding the procedure. This draw basically defines the teams to the groups. We are not going to publish a schedule right now. We have to work on the schedule first because of playing hall availabilities, input from stakeholders, etc. So it will take a few days until we will go public with the schedule of the matches in each of the 14 rounds, but you will be informed and you will be able to follow all this via our media channels, of course. So thank you very much. That concludes our part, my part for the draw.
Thank you very much, Markus Glaser. And I think we truly have a lot to look forward to. Of course, EHF TV is going to cover all the matches, and on social media you will have the chance to get all the information you know, but the best place to be is in the arena to support your favorite team. So hopefully see you next season at the Machine CK EHF Champions League in a packed arena. Goodbye.